It is truly, truly time to wake up. They're playing with your retirement and your money like it's a game, so you better learn how to play the game. As you look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. In today's video, I'm going to break down how BlackRock and all these large organizations tell you to look this way as they're stacking their bags this way. But if you take a deep breath, and you know the game, you can't be played. My name is Coach JB. What I work to do is make the complex macro and microeconomic strategies very simple. I have two amazing resources absolutely free to help you if you're concerned about the capital markets and securing your money. Number one is my 16-page guide on exactly the blueprint that I built over the past 4 years to free my family financially, spiritually, and mentally. That's in the description of this YouTube video and in my social media platform. Click the link and download the free book, absolutely free. Number two is a one-on-one free consultation with my wealth protection team. We teach you how we insure our wealth. Think about this for just a moment. When you put your money in the bank, there's three ways they make money: interest income, fee income, and capital markets income. Look up bank-owned life insurance. So you put your hard-earned money in there, they index your money, they put it in the capital markets, and lend it out to the next person. Well, we teach tax code 7702, how we secure our principal in these volatile markets, we compound our wealth, and we also have living benefits. So in the description of this video and in the description of my social media platform, click the link to set up a free one-on-one with my licensed insurance team. All right, let's dive into this. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath with me. Take a deep breath. I need you to get non-emotional about these markets. If your emotions are just like the Coliseum, if your favorite football team, you're in a bad mood when they lose and you're in an upset mood when your crypto goes up or goes down, you are going to get wrecked every single time. This is all an emotional game. You have to become non-emotional about these markets, do the opposite of the 99%, and understand we're all being played. As Jim Rohn said, give $1 million to every single person in society, it'll end up back in the same 1%'s hands. So we're going to watch a video that we've showed on this channel multiple times from about, I think this was 6 years ago, but this person, Moving Time Lapse, posted it 4 years ago. It's actually really hard to find this video. I don't know what happened, but thank you for Moving Time Lapse posted or reposted this. So this is Glenn Beck and Tika Tawari explaining the great Bitcoin cryptocurrency conspiracy, okay? Now, it's really not a conspiracy because it's hidden in plain sight and it happens over and over again. Jesus was flipping over the money changers. They put us in the Colosseum during the Roman days. The Trojan horse came in. Guys, it happens over and over again. They detached us from the gold standard when they didn't have our money and said they were protecting us from speculators. Went into the petrodollar. The 401k was created in 1978. The creator of the 401k was quoted saying that I created a product that made Wall Street wealthier. Think about that for just a moment. The reason why they created a 401k is they wanted to reduce their cost and pass the risk on to you. Think about that. 401k is one of the worst investments in human history. Just my opinion. Okay, so let's listen to this, and I'm going to take you all the way to the timeline of the news happening this week and how you are in the greatest opportunity in human history. And at the end of this video, I will share with you exactly what I'm doing.
On September 12th, Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin is a fraud. He says he'll fire any one of his traders buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin drops 24%. When Jamie Dimon speaks, people listen. So that weekend, we found out that the largest buyer of a Bitcoin fund that's in Europe that buys physical Bitcoin, right? The largest buyer was Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. And that's not illegal.
He says it's a fraud.
It says he'll fire anyone that buys it. Yes.
And at the same time, his company is buying it.
His company is buying it.
It's just, so unethical.
Right.
Okay, George Soros.
George Soros, in January 24th, price was already down, calls Bitcoin a bubble, says Bitcoin is the worst, the worst investment in the world. Don't buy Bitcoin. Don't buy Bitcoin. Basically throws gasoline on the fire at this point. And then what do we find out? So he says bubble here.
It drops 44%.
Right. And then here in April, 2 months later, guess what we find out?
Yeah.
His $26 billion family office has approval to buy cryptocurrency.
Right. And we only knew about it publicly
Right.
here.
Here.
And
yeah.
this is the kind of thing that George Soros is famous for.
Okay, so I just wanted to see that video. We've played that before. We know there's manipulation in the market. I mean, that's not like a secret or anything, but we need to follow the timeline so that we can understand and ingrain this in our subconscious mind so we can't be played anymore, so we can actually play
We're
the
being
game.
asked that question, but it's more of a, like a
So this video was 6 years ago.
venture capital type of interchange, but we're not hearing clients saying we want to use this as an asset class. No,
It's not an institutional thing yet.
it's far from that. As I said,
So he's talking about cryptocurrency.
it's much more of a speculative platform for Asia, and it's heavily used for money laundering.
So it's heavily used for money laundering. Okay. It's clients aren't asking about it. They're not asking about it. So this was 7 days ago. Okay. Same person. Clients are not asking about it. There's zero demand. Now let's hear what he says 7 days ago, about 6 years later.
Can't talk about the specifics of anything. I think it's just an example of the pent-up interest in crypto. And we're hearing from clients around the world about the need for crypto. I mean, when you think about
What a drastic change from nobody's asking about it. It's used for money laundering to we're hearing from our clients from all over the world. Well, maybe because back end of 2022, MicroStrategies increased their position in Bitcoin dramatically. And in 2023 Q1, BlackRock and Vanguard increased their position in MicroStrategies. I'm not sure. It could be that. I'm not too sure.
I think some of this rally is way beyond the rumor. I think the rally today is about a flight to quality with all the, all the issues around the Israeli war now.
Which I've shared with you guys. The war narrative is all financial. He said it's a flight to quality. Now remember, he said 6 years ago that it's used for money laundering. Now he's going to mention that it's a flight to quality.
Global terrorism. And I think there's more people running into a flight to quality, whether that is in treasuries, gold, or crypto, depending on how you think about it. And I believe
There you go. He just told you the blueprint, guys. So that's where you're seeing the pump right now. I still think we're going to see a market pullback. Okay. So that was what he said 7 days ago. And then it got really confusing, right? Bitcoin dropped 3% after BlackRock Bitcoin ETF pulled from DTCC's website. This is where it gets confusing. I'm going to show you. This was on October 24th at 8:55 a.m. So it was pulled from the website. And I'd love for you guys to comment down below what you think about this. And then I got this October 24th, 5:14 p.m., about 12 hours later, 10 hours later, BlackRock Bitcoin ETF added to the eligibility file. It says clearinghouse at DTCC. It's like, which one is it? Well, maybe all this is happening, maybe because of this. BlackRock plans to seed its spot Bitcoin ETF in October. So that was on the 23rd. Just got to follow it along, guys. It says, well, Balkman said he doesn't want to read too much into it. He also said it happens when ETFs are preparing to launch. Okay. So here we are, family. Here we are. So we're working to control our emotions. We're working to get our shit together, right? And the worst economic times in the world is the greatest time to build wealth for your family. But the wealth that I speak of is not financial. It's part of it because money is a frequency. Money is energy. Money is vibration. So if you don't control your emotions, and if you're trading time for money and you don't have time to pay attention, you're always going to be in a cycle that's been built into us. So here's my exact plan. So number one, this right here, you need to go into the description of my video or my social media platform and download Merlin. We're giving it away for 30 days for free. I'm the co-founder of it. Anything I talk about, I'm actually an owner or a co-founder of, okay? Merlin, 36,000 lines of code that we created to build this from the ground up. It's the smartest way to track your crypto. And we revolutionized actually creating an exit plan. You always know your portfolio value. And we created an exit strategy because we saw so many people get wrecked. You have to build an exit strategy, guys. So that goes into what I'm doing. So in cryptocurrency, I'm invested in, it's a speculative asset. It's not my retirement. It's used to gain a large amount of wealth in a short amount of time. I'll be holding 50% long-term of the fundamental cryptos that I hold because I believe it'll be here. It's a new financial system. I'll be exiting 50% of my market by using Merlin with an exit plan. So as everybody's coming in, trying to catch the top, I'm exiting as it goes to the top at different points on the way up. So I'll realize profits. when actually I'm, as I learn the next phase and going into trust in about next 6 months, I'll have a trust account set up. But in the current paradigm that I'm in now, I only speak about the current paradigm and the things that I'm doing. The current educational level that I have is that I'll be exiting, paying my taxes, right? My capital gains, I think it'll be long-term on most of them, paying long-term capital gains. And I will personally be putting my wealth into Index Universal Life. It's a product that I love. I don't know if it'll work for you, but it's worked radically for me and my family. I'll also be investing in more precious metals. I have silver. I'll be going more into gold. I'm going to continue to buy equity in more companies or expand my companies to add more earned income every single quarter. And we are going into real estate pretty heavily next year, which is we're going to go into multifamily with our Warrior Academy, our Gen Shifters. With 506Bs, we're going to go into multifamily, which we believe where we're going. And the number one thing that makes me the richest man in the world, is my relationship with God. Loving God with all my heart and loving you as I love God, treating others as I want to be treated, and pulling the log out of my eye before I pull the straw out of yours. So we have so many resource warriors. So we have free 30 days for free. You can try Merlin. We don't hold your keys. We don't hold your crypto. It's just an interface. So you can see all your cryptos in one spot. Then you can also set up a revolutionary exit strategy so that you can have targets and reminders. So if you're sitting there in your busy life, you can exit. So go ahead and download that 30 days for free. Try it out. Super simple. If you don't want to use it, we don't mess with people's money. You can literally go on there and cancel it yourself. You don't have to jump through hoops. You don't have to reach out to customer service, wait on a line, or go through some vicious process. You literally go on there, boom, I no longer want Merlin. That's how much we believe in our product. Number 2 is we have our free guide, 16-page guide on warrior wealth freedom. Okay. And then 3, you can set up a free consultation with my Index Universal Life team. It's not really, I shouldn't say Index Universal. It's my wealth protection team. There's Index Universal Life. We can also do term that fits for some people. We can teach you what's called FIAs. Some people don't qualify to insure their wealth based on their health. It's a life insurance policy. There's FIAs where you can secure an index and guarantee your principal. I'm all about guaranteeing my principal, guys. That's why I use insurance. I don't play games. If you guys trust the system, I'm sorry. Dude, well, and insurance is tier 1 capital, guys. Precious metals, real estate, these are things that will always be there. Cryptocurrency is extremely speculative. I love it. I have a lot of it. And cash is very speculative. It's fake, right? So I try to take fake cash and fake crypto and put it into things that are tangible. I'd rather, risk a little bit, or I'd rather be less risk adverse and be able to retire very wealthy for my family than following all these pump and dumps and bullshit. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Everything is in the description of this video or my social media platform. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. Love you guys.